Hello again, I'm Stuart Chaffee, your host for this Link TV special. Watching this film on Henry Kissinger, one big question comes to mind. Where were the checks and balances to the kind of power that was being wielded by the executive branch? Well, the need for that kind of balance really helps us understand the crucial importance of independent media, media that acts as a balance, more than just a megaphone for an official party line. As you know, Link TV is that kind of independent media, and it is essential to a functioning democracy. We ask you, please show your support for independent media by going to the phone now. You can call us right now at 866-485-8848. You can go to our website, linktv.org, and make a donation. And when you make a $200 donation today, we'll send you the DVD of the Trials of Henry Kissinger. We'll also send you the new paperback edition of Amy and David Goodman's book, Static. It's a book that exposes the truth about war, about torture, and about the government's role in media. Joining me again now from New York is Democracy Now!'s Amy Goodman. Welcome back, Amy.
It's great to be with you, Stuart. And as we watch this film together, I really encourage people to get a copy of it. You're watching it now. Maybe you just tuned in and you want to, what is this? Well, this is Link TV, bringing you a remarkable documentary by Alex Gibney and Eugene Jarecki called The Trials of Henry Kissinger. It exposes one man's role, Henry Kissinger, but it goes way beyond that. Henry Kissinger, who was the National Security Advisor, who was the Secretary of State, maybe more powerful as pundit today in the media, because he shapes the way people in this country see the rest of the world. This is a person who should be deeply questioned about his role in Vietnam and the secret bombing of Cambodia without congressional approval. We're not talking about, just an academic act. We're talking about something that led to the death of more than 500,000 people. Ultimately, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, we're talking 2 million people in Southeast Asia, over 55,000 precious U.S. lives, U.S. soldiers. We urge you to call to get the full story and ask that question about war crimes. It's essential that we have a universal standard of justice when we say that we will hold people accountable wherever they are if they are responsible for the killing of innocent civilians. And I think that is very important. We have to begin at home. We have to have a universal standard of justice. We have to ask questions of our own officials. And I think there's no more powerful place to be made. There's no more powerful place to begin than right here with Henry Kissinger. The Trials of Henry Kissinger is a documentary that you should get, and then you take it from there, 866-485-8848. And your call thanks Link TV for broadcasting this, and you get the documentary to pass on, to play for yourself, to give as a gift, maybe for the holidays or for someone's birthday or for a community center. Bring friends over, watch this film, inform yourself. It's our responsibility in this country. Coming from the most powerful country on earth, we have an awesome responsibility to learn what we do in the rest of the world, to take responsibility. We urge you to go to the phone. The Trials of Henry Kissinger is a very good place to begin. 866-485-8848.
Amy, one of the interesting charges in this section of the documentary we just saw is Kissinger wanting to wiretap the press to find out the source of leaks about the stories on the bombing in Cambodia. This kind of reinforces your point that people in power worry about the media and how important the media is in exposing these things.
Oh, there is no question they worry. And most of the time, unfortunately, they don't have to, because of a press that is cowed, that, goes on bended knee. And we have to ask serious questions of our own press, because I do think they're the most powerful institutions on earth, because they're the way we learn about the world, the way the rest of the world learns about us. Yes, and that issue of wiretapping the press, you look at today, and you look at when it isn't challenged at the time, significantly taken on in a very big way. Well, history has a very powerful way of repeating itself. You look at Henry Kissinger's role. You're talking about 1969 and 1972 and 73 in Cambodia and Vietnam and Laos, 73 in Chile, as we're just about to see, 75, Kissinger and Ford going to Indonesia, and allowing for, giving the green light for the invasion of East Timor. Look at the record. Look at the number of civilians who've been killed. Millions in Southeast Asia, thousands in Chile, tens of thousands in Argentina, in Timor, 200,000. And you look at the person who connects them, Henry Kissinger, and you ask, should he be held responsible? This is the question that is asked. We urge you to go to the phone right now. Consider it seriously. 866-485-8848, and support the press that raises the questions, that brings you this documentary today, The Trials of Henry Kissinger, as we go from war 40 years ago to continued war today. I don't think we have to live with a war without end, but we have to be armed with information to determine our future. We urge you to call right now, 866-485-8848. Make the call that makes a difference. Get The Trials of Henry Kissinger, the film. Get Christopher Hitchens' book, The Trial of Henry Kissinger, and get a copy of Static that raises questions about the media today. The media that is using the public airwaves. They have a responsibility to bring out the full diversity of opinion to stop the drumbeat for war. Please call a different kind of media, Link TV, 866-485-8848.
Amy, what you're suggesting, what is being suggested in this documentary is, to some degree, we have a broken system. We need to fix some of the things in the way our democracy works. And, of course, media, how do you fix it? I mean, you can't do that without independent media, can you?
No, I don't think so. I think we have to shore up independent media, and we have to challenge the corporate media. There is a growing media democracy movement in this country. In fact, this summer there'll be another Media and Democracy conference of thousands. Bill Moyers was the keynote address last year. It's going to take place in Minneapolis just before the conventions. It is very important that people shore up independent media as a model for the rest of the press. I mean, at Democracy Now!, how many calls do we get from the corporate media asking, you know, who was that guest? Where do you get this information? I call it trickle-up journalism, and that's what Link TV is about. We urge you to call. I mean, our colleagues at Mosaic, such an important program, getting different perspectives on the Middle East. You are supporting all of this when you call right now. 866-485-8848. Make the call that supports this network. It is a model for media in this country. It has a ripple effect well beyond the particular channel on Dish Network and DirecTV. Please call and shore up this model, 866-485-8848, and get a remarkable gift, a fascinating, devastating, required viewing for every American, especially now gift. The Trials of Henry Kissinger, for yourself, for a school, for a library, the DVD, the book, The Trial of Henry Kissinger. Get a copy of Static, Government Liars, Media Cheerleaders, and the People Who Fight Back, and see what people are doing in this country and around the world to take back their media. It's yours. Link TV is yours, and you can prove it by calling 866-485-8848.
Amy, thanks so much, and we'll be back with more from Amy Goodman and the next part of the film, The Trials of Henry Kissinger, in just a moment. First, though, here is Link TV station manager Wendy Hanamura to tell you more about why this independent network has never been more important.
Thank you, Stuart. As you've heard here today, Link TV is the cornerstone of a free and independent media. And in this age of massive media consolidation, we do not take that independence for granted. There are just 5 companies that control most of our nation's airwaves, from television to radio, and even the newspapers and magazines that we read. Link TV stands apart thanks to you. Support Link TV today to ensure that there are diverse voices on the air. Go to linktv.org and click that red support button. It's really very fast and easy. Choose the level that works for you and consider the no gifts option. When you do that, 100% of your support goes to the programs you rely on right here on Link TV. You can always give us a call as well. The number is 1-866-485-8848. Please join forces with us to keep this independent, non-commercial network going. Each and every one of you makes a difference. So please, do it today. When you support Link TV with a $100 tax-deductible contribution today, we're going to send you the brand new 2008 Link TV Day Planner to keep you organized in the year to come, and as a daily reminder of your commitment to this network. Make it $200, and we're going to send you the planner plus Static in a new paperback version from Amy Goodman and her brother, investigative journalist David Goodman. If you're intrigued by what Amy's been saying here today, wait till you read the book. For that $200 contribution, we're also going to send you a DVD of the film that we're watching right now, The Trials of Henry Kissinger. We're going to go back to more of that in just a minute, so stay with us. And right now, do what you need to do, make that contribution to get your own copy of this terrific film. And to learn more about the Kissinger reign, bump up your support to $400. In addition to Amy's book and the film that we're watching, we're going to send you the book that started it all from Christopher Hitchens. As many of us are asking how we got here in 2007, this Hitchens book really does offer incredible insight through the lessons of the past. Just go to linktv.org and make that contribution. The number to call, 1-866-485-8848. You can always send a check in the mail, too. Here's the address. It's P.O. Box